Can I save Football Clube do Porto? Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we have a Football Manager challenge. We are going to be playing in the Portuguese Premier League, which is one of my favorite leagues. I am indeed from Portugal. Thank you for watching, by the way. And Football Clube do Porto is an historical club in Portugal. They have won many Portuguese titles, the Super Cup, the Portuguese Cup, the League Cup, and the Portuguese Championship as well. But they are doing quite poorly this season in real life. They are sitting in fourth or in third, but with the same points of fourth place Sporting Clube Braga. They had a rough start of the year with a change of their president. Their finances weren't great. They had to sell some players, two key players in Galeno and Nico Gonzalez, and they are not able to bounce back. They have a great coach though called Martin Anselmi, and I believe he can do a great job with Porto, but it's still not working. The players need to adapt. They weren't doing great previously with their manager in the start of the season, Vitor Bruno. He was moved away, so the new coach could come in. And now it will be our time to test our mettle and see if we can save one of the greatest Portuguese clubs in the history of Portugal. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and let's get started. These are the challenges that the board set for us: playing attacking football, play high-tempo pressing football, and the expectations from the fans is qualify for the Champions League, which the club is not doing in real life at the moment. Maintain the club status, maintain a higher reputation than Benfica, finish above Sporting in the league, and finish above Boavista, which is a team from Porto as well, and they've been not very good, but Porto still holds a rivalry with them. This is the squad we are working with at the start of the season. Diogo Costa, great goalkeeper. He will do very well for us. Galeno, which in real life moved to Napoli, if I'm not mistaken, great physical attributes. Francisco Conceição, which I think he's on loan at Juventus, but I think we can get him back in the end of the season. It will be great for us. Then Fabio Vieira, which is here from Arsenal. He was here at Porto first, then moved to Arsenal. He's great, bro. He's so good. Pepe, a great winger as well. 16 dribbling, very good. 16 technique. Alan Varela, our holding midfielder, is going to be very useful for us. Samu, he's such a great forward, and he's here in Porto. He's not on a loan, so we can work with him for a couple of seasons. He's going to be great for us. Gonçalo Borges, okay, a good winger as well, not too bad. 16 dribbling over there. Francisco Moura, one of the best left backs in the Portuguese league, actually, really good. João Mário, one of the best right backs in the Portuguese league. So we have a good Nico Gonzalez. He moved to Man City in real life. That's true. So we have a good first team. I think the problem will be our second team or the bench, and when we need to rotate. And we are going to be playing Europa League football, if I'm not mistaken, plus the Portuguese Championship. So we're going to need a good team. And I think our central defenders and backup left back and right back are the issue right now. So we will be doing some transfer business, and I'll be back to you soon. I'm going to be playing in the classical 4-2-3-1. I think this will help us maintain possession, maintain a good pressure, and be superior to our opponents, which I think our team can do. And then we are going to see the transfer budget, the wage budget, and if we can bring some squad players to bring depth and consistency to the team. So we are here in the finances part of our team, and we have 5 million for transfer budget. That's not a lot. We have almost 3 million for wage budget. That's pretty good. But we also want to bring some new players, some young players, and some squad players. So I don't think we have to spend a lot. But I think also we have to clean a little bit of our squad, sell some players, and I think we can raise some capital to then bring more people into the club. In real life, Porto just got a new president this season, and there were a lot of financial plays done by the previous board, so they are recovering a lot in terms of financial power. Here they still have 10 million in the bank. I don't know if that's the same in real life, but they are struggling. That's why they're not doing so well this season, because they're not able to bring a lot of good players. They sold some good players as well, so that's why they're struggling. So we're gonna make sure we're not struggling in the same way they are. We're gonna bring the best players we can. So I'll do some transfers. I'll be back to you soon. And as expected, we are expected to finish first, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think Benfica and Sporting have a better team than us, actually, and I think they'll be a very hard opposition to beat. Then Braga, in real life, is chasing Porto in third place, so we have to keep our eyes open for them as well. And then for the ones watching that don't know the Portuguese league, Vitória Sport Clube, aka Vitória de Guimarães, it's always like a sleeping giant, always pushing for fifth place, but sometimes they can beat the big teams, Porto, Benfica, and Sporting at home as well as away. They're very, very strong. Famalicão, they are like the new generation of Vitória Sport Clube. Recently, they got some foreign investment. They're using very well their facilities to bring some young players to power, and they're actually making some good money in transfers. Then we have Moreirense and Aroca, which have done very good seasons previously. Aroca did their best season last season, I believe, where they finished sixth. And we have Estoril Praia, which in real life they are doing very, very well. They had like 8 games without losing, or like 6 wins in a row. So those are the teams that we have to look out, besides Benfica, Sporting and Braga. Vitória de Guimarães, Famalicão, Aroca, Moreirense and Estoril will be the toughest teams to beat. Rio Ave at home, they are very known to be very hard to deal with in their own turf. But other than that, we should be fighting for first place if everything goes according to plan. This is our first team meeting of the season. Let's introduce ourselves to the squad. I want to take the opportunity to introduce myself to you as the new Football Clube Porto manager. Everybody's encouraged. I want to talk about the Premier League aims. I want to get the title. Everybody is hyped up. Yes, that's exactly what I want to hear with outstretched arms. UEFA Europa League. I want to get the final, the later stages. Everybody's pleased, and with open arms, we say, oh, the Portuguese Cup. Let's talk about the Portuguese Cup. We want to win the Portuguese Cup. Everybody's excited. There we go. Everybody wants to win titles. Everybody is super motivated. We're going to have a great start of the season, I expect. Before we start the first official match of the season, we can take a look at the top right corner and see that in the last 2 years, Sporting and Benfica were the ones winning the league. Porto doesn't win the league in 2 years, so we want to bring them back to victory, back to dominance. On the bright side, Porto has won the Portuguese Cup 3 times in a row, so we want to keep that streak going. And also, before that, they only were interrupted by Braga in 2020-2021, because they also won in 2019-2020 season. So amazing streak in the Portuguese Cup, we want to keep going with it. This is the team we are going to use for the first official match of the season, the Portuguese Super Cup versus Sporting. Sporting won the Portuguese League, we won the Portuguese Cup last season. So tell me what you think about the team, tell me what you think about the roles. Surprise, I'm using here Nico Gonzalez as a roaming playmaker. Hopefully they can help us out, have a lot of creativity. And then our forward striker, our forward star, Samu Omorodion, as a complete forward. I hope he can be good in the passing department as well, and I expect to win. Let's get it. The first match of the season didn't went okay. We lost to Sporting in the Portuguese Super Cup, which I don't think it's very important. Here, Gyökeres scored in the 7th minute out of a counter-attack. We were the better team. We had more chances, more XG as well. And in the end of the day, I think we should got the win, but they got on the counter-attack. And let's hope we can perform better on our next match versus Estrela da Amadora for the Portuguese Championship. And now we have the first match of the Portuguese Championship against Estrela da Amadora. We change a little bit our formation. We drop our midfielders a bit deeper because we are going to be playing in attacking mentality. So I want to regard our defense. Nico Gonzalez will be playing as a segundo volante to also participate on the attack. And also Alan Varela is not playing because he's hurt a little bit. He's still in the bench. So we brought Eustáquio in to play as a deep laying defender, midfielder, I mean. And I think we'll get an easy win here. Let's go. Let's get it. And our first match of the Portuguese League was a success. We completely dominated Estrela da Amadora away, almost 2 xG, 10 shots on target, 22 shots in total. We got the goal from Otávio here at the 8th minute. It was a free kick or from a corner. Yeah, it was from a side free kick. Eustáquio makes the cross again, and Otávio gets a header in. That was our only goal, which I think it was the bad part about the game. We weren't able to score more, but we were very, very defensively solid. Estrela da Amadora only got 1 shot on target, and I'm really happy about that. Let's continue the season. Great news! We just had a great result. We beat one of our direct rivals, and that's a great indication for the start of our season. And on the second match of the season, we had a great result at home. We beat Benfica 2-0, one of the top rivals, together with Sporting, and I think this indicates we are able to save Football Clube Porto. Let's check the goals. And this is our first goal, a build from the defender to the offensive midfielder, and Galeno from the right wing puts it in. And then Wendel I mean, from the left side on the second half, crosses it in to Fabio Vieira to score the second goal. And guys, our first 3 games in the Portuguese League were amazing. We win 1-0 versus Estrela da Amadora, 2-0 versus Benfica, and 7-1 versus Farense. I think we can do better than Porto in real life, but still, we have to play the tough games. Aroca, Guimarães, Famalicão, and Braga. Oh, it's late in the season, but we still have to play against them. Benfica is out of the way. Sporting's also later. Oh, we have Braga, Sporting, and then Benfica all in a row. That will test our mettle, but I'm pretty sure we can keep up. This is our Europa League group. It's still using the old format. We got Union Saint-Gilloise from Belgium. We also got Ordabasi Shimknet from Kazakhstan. And we also got Ferencváros from Hungary. So we have an easy group. I expect us to come on top. Let's get it. Here we have our business transfer from the summer transfer window of the first season. We spent 61 million, but we sold 84 million because some of the sales were not here at the club yet. For example, Otávio to Al Nassr for 60 million. That was a big part of the budget that we were able to assimilate. Also, we sold Pepe, which is actually a very good player, for 20 million. So that they gave us a lot of budget to then bring in some great players. Like I said, we brought a lot of squad players. I think the only player that is starting games right now is Marcandali, our new central back. I didn't really enjoy the other central backs available, and he's doing very good, very young, so we'll be able to grow into a fine player. Then we got Trimmel for our right back backup. Actually, great stats. He only cost us 275k. So he has great crossing, good physical abilities, not great technical abilities, but he'll be very good as a backup. Then backup wingers, we had really no options for wingers. We had one option. So I brought 2 players to play in the wing. We brought here for 4 million Jean-Luc Dompe from Hamburgo. Good 14 technique, 14 free kick taking, 15 crossing, 16 flair, 14 vision, 15 pace, 16 acceleration. I think he'll do great for us. Then we brought Kaveci all the way from Turkey. I think he was in Fenerbahce. Yes, for 3 million. He can also play in the midfield. No physical attributes, but great technical, great experience. I think he'll be a great backup to just be there when the team needs him to fill the role. And then Emiliano Martinez, another midfielder, more a pure midfielder, to be our replacement for either Varela or Nico Gonzalez, because he only cost us also around 7 million. We spent a lot. in basically 1, 2, 3, 4 squad players that we really needed. We got great players to play in the main team and especially playing Europa League, so we really needed some replacements and some cover, and we got that. I'm very happy with the transfers. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Halfway through the season, things couldn't be easier. We're sitting in the top of the table, 3 points away from Braga, which is in second, not Sporting or Benfica. Benfica having a horrible season. In 17 games, they only have 29 points. We are flying away from them with 47. And actually, the toughest time for us was against Braga, where we got the draw. And guys, look at this crazy schedule. Like, we're just getting wins after wins. We drew with Vitória Sport Clube, aka Vitória de Guimarães. And then for the league, we only drew against Braga once again. The rest is just wins and huge wins. You know what I'm saying? 4-3, 3-0, 5-2, 4-2, 3-1. It's like really good, guys. We smashing the Portuguese league, only having troubles against two other teams from the north of Portugal, Vitória and Braga. Then on the Europa League, still in the old format, of course, we got first of our group, on Group H, where we won all the games with 18 goal difference. And by the way, on the Portuguese league, we have 47 goal difference in comparison with Braga with 26. It's insane. So let's take a look at our team and see, in terms of goals, it's, oh, that's right, guys. Samu, our best striker, is injured right now. Is now recovering, so it will be back between 6 to 12 days, but he was hurt for like 3 weeks. Then Fabio Vieira, it's a shame because next season he's going to go back to Arsenal, but he's putting on a show. 13 goals, 10 assists, because look, Samu, sure, 13 goals, but only 1 assist. Like Fabio Vieira has just way more goal contributions. Then Galeno, also hurt. 7 days and 3 weeks, god damn! With 11 goals and 6 assists. Then our star midfielder Nico Gonzalez, which in real life moved to Man City, with 8 goals and 6 assists. Even Jaime, great surprise. Actually, his reports increased because he only had 3 stars. Now he has 3.5. You can see he's pretty good. He still has a lot of room to improve, with 6 goals and 8 assists. Those have been the magical men for us. A shout out to Grujic, one of our defensive midfielders from Serbia. He doesn't score a lot of goals, Marko Grujic, but he's been super solid. He actually won Midfielder of the Month award, so pretty good. In terms of average rating, our best players has been, our new signing, Emiliano Martinez, the midfielder, not the goalkeeper. Like, I brought him in to be a squad player. He's becoming a star player. He's playing so well. Then Galeno, of course, Fabio Vieira as well, with very good 746, 747, 767. Even Jaime also coming in. Gonçalo Borges, Vasco Souza, only 21-year-old, already with 15 passing, 16 vision, is going to be our future star. In real life, his season ended against Farense. He broke his leg with a 7.38 average rating. So we have a lot of good players with a very good average rating. We're completely dominating, guys. We were, although eliminated from the League Cup, because Passos Ferreira, a team from the second league, actually got with more goals than us, ahead of us, because it's groups of 3. In the Portuguese Cup, we're selling through as well. We're going to play against Casa Pia. Europa League, we're waiting for the draw, and halfway through the season, we can say that we saved so far Football Clube Porto. We're just doing so well, guys. Let's keep the season rolling. We are now 5 games away of the end of the season, and I can pretty much say that we saved Football Clube Porto. We are 8 points away from second place in the Portuguese League. We're doing great, huge goal difference. You know what I'm saying? Then also on the Portuguese Cup, we're doing well. We'll be facing Sporting on the final. And about the Europa League, we were knocked out by Tottenham in the quarterfinals. So I think it was a great season and we did way better than Porto in real life. It's not over yet, but I'm pretty sure you're going to win the title of the Portuguese Premier League. Of course, we could still do the bottle, but I don't think we will. Let's take a look at our best players. It's Samu, Fabio Vieira, and Galeno, and also Nico Gonzalez. One thing that we have to have in consideration is that in real life, Galeno and Nico left Football Clube de Porto. Here, I never even received offers for them, even though they are really, really good. And I think with them, Porto will be way stronger this season as well. You know what I'm saying? In terms of average rating, our best average raters is Galeno, Fabio Vieira, Samu Gonçalo Borges, which in real life is not playing great. He evolved so much with us. Actually, in this season, he grew a lot. Vasco Souza as well, our youngster, 22 years old. I think he's kind of a wonder kid. He has great vision. I love that. But yeah, in the end of the day, it's been a great season so far. We're playing the 5 games that we have left, and we will be coming back to review the end of the first season. And here we are, 2 games away from the end of the season, and we are already champions. 5 points away from Braga with 1 game in hand. It was an amazing season. We are so far undefeated with 77 goal difference. It was just incredible. We also did very well in the Europa League, how you saw earlier, but I want to point out it was a very weird season here in Portugal. Braga coming in second, it's quite rare. Benfica coming in fourth, they had horrible start of the season, and Sporting falling behind almost 10 points of Braga. This is not usually at all, so I think we were very lucky. Of course, we didn't lose any game, so it will be an incredible season anyway, but Porto and Benfica usually are way, way stronger, so I think we were really lucky. We were able to save Football Clube do Porto, basically, which was our goal. So let's take a look at our schedule, for example, so you can see how green it is. It's basically everything is wins, but we drew to Braga and we drew to Benfica. We also got some random draws with Famalicão and Vitória de Sport Clube, Vitória de Guimarães, earlier in the season. And then we recently drew with Sporting as well here for the Portuguese League. So you can see we still lost points to Benfica, Porto and Braga, but against the other teams of the Portuguese League, we just demolished them. Of course, we had great striker on Samu Omorodion, and also we had very solid defensive attributes in our team. We conceded very, very few. It was actually very funny because when it was time to vote for Player of the Year and Younger Player of the Year, I couldn't vote because the three candidates were from Porto, so I couldn't vote on them. So the goal is achieved. We saved Football Clube do Porto, which they are now 4th in the Portuguese league, so not doing great in real life, but we still have a chance to win a title versus Sporting over here for the Portuguese Cup. So let's go ahead and see if we can win another title. And we did it. We conquered the Portuguese Cup, and we add that to our conquest of the Portuguese Premier League as well. We won 3-1 versus Sporting. They actually scored first by Nuno Santos on a counter-attack at the 39th minute. Then on the second half, out of a high pressure, Alan Varela recovers the ball in the midfield, quick pass to Samu, and he scores another goal. So many goals from our main striker this season. Then, from a wide play, Samu receives it in the box, João Mário to Galeno, and he scores the second one. And then, this was already on extra time, by the way, but then once again, Fabio Vieira playing injured, but still spreading magic on the field, crosses into the box, and one of our good signings of the season, Irfan Khan from Turkey, makes it 3-1. So yes, guys, we successfully saved Football Clube do Porto. We got the Portuguese League, we got the Portuguese Cup, we went to the quarterfinal of the Europa League, which we lost to Tottenham and they won the competition, so we lost to the champions. Next, we're going to do the end of the season team review, and we are now in the end of the season after conquering the Portuguese League and the Portuguese Cup. This is our most used 11. Diogo Costa in the goal, João Mário right back, Marcandali. The only real change I made to the team in comparison to real life, I brought a better central defender because we had good central defenders, but we were mostly on loan, so I didn't want to keep them. Then Jallo actually was not the most used, was Otávio, the Brazilian, as left central back, Francisco Moura as left back, Nico Gonzalez as a defensive midfielder with volante role, Alan Varela as a ball-winning midfielder, Gonçalo Borges as a winger, Fábio Vieira is on loan, but he was too good for me to not use him. He was a complete star. Galeno on the left side and Samu Omoradion in the front. You can see also, in terms of goals, it was Samu, Fábio, Galeno, and Gonçalo Borges as well, and Nico Gonzalez with 10 goals as well. They carried the team. In terms of assists, it was Fábio Vieira with 22 assists, 19 goals. He has to be player of the season, I believe. It's just so many, goal contributions. In terms of average rating, it was actually Galeno with better average rating because he had less matches because he was injured for a long time. You can see in terms of appearances, it was actually Diogo Costa, of course, in the goal, 46 appearances. Francisco Moura with 43 games. Marcandali, our central defender, with 16 jumping reach, 1 meter and 90 centimeters. A good pace as well because I was playing in high press. 14 heading, 15 marking, 14 tackling. And he would grow as well if we do more seasons than João Mário and Nico Gonzalez and Fábio Vieira. 38 games, 39 games. So we played a lot. We kind of rotated the team. Grujic played still a lot of games because we made a promise for him to play. And that was the main team. So stars, Galeno, Fábio Vieira, Samu, Gonçalo Borges, Emiliano Martinez. We brought him as well because we didn't have great rotation on the midfield. 25-year-old, he's just really good with the ball, good at taking the ball from the enemy. I was playing him either as volante or either as ball-winning midfielder. He did really well for us. Then another good signing that I really enjoyed was Irfan Can Kahveci from Turkey, 29-year-old, no pace, but great technical attributes, great for set pieces, great for passing, great for when you needed to have the ball a bit more often, control the game, bring some magic, not a lot of speed, not a lot of recklessness, a bit more patient. Disappointing sign was Jean-Luc Dompe, which didn't play a lot of games. He was also brought just for rotation. He's not great, but never really played. Average rating of 7.9 in 10 games. 13 games, 3 of them as a sub, coming from the bench. And, Alan Varela only with 7.5 average rating. He played really well for us. Extremely good ball-winning midfielder, also with good vision, good passing, 16 tackling, what a star. And that was our main team. We conquered Portugal. We did save the Football Clube do Porto. And I want you to tell me in the comments down below, first, which or who were your favorite players, and should we do more seasons? I think in the first season we were able to show that we could do very well with Football Clube do Porto, but also it was a very strange season like I showed you earlier, with Benfica and Sporting having very, very poor seasons. So maybe on the second season things could get a bit more difficult, but I also would like to go into different challenges. So this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. Leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next video.